Hi, I'm Thom from Agri, and today we're going to tack Bert up as part of the Dig In webinar series. First thing you need for your pony, you need a bridle, and of course you need a saddle as well. So this is the bridle, these are the reins, that's your steering, and they attach to the bit that goes in the pony's mouth, and that's like his steering and his brakes. And then this is the saddle. It's a general purpose saddle. Jumping saddle might have a slightly bigger knee roll, or a dressage saddle will be slightly longer for different events, but this is fine for a pony. These are your stirrup irons, that's where you put your feet, and this is called the girth. That goes round his belly, not dissimilar to like a big belt. And then you need a pad as well that just sits between the pony's back and the saddle too. So that's what you need for your pony. For your rider, you need a few bits. Firstly, you need a body protector. This just goes on like a vest, and it'll protect you if you've hit the ground, unfortunately. Horses are flight animals, so accidents can happen, and you need to be aware of that. You also need a helmet, skull cap there, that will protect your head. They're quite expensive, but they're a lot cheaper than your head. Gloves are good too, because they'll just give you that little bit of extra grip. And also a whip is pretty important as well. It won't hurt the pony, it's just for a little bit of extra control. And so like I said, they are flight animals, so you might just need to give him a little tap on the shoulder if he's not paying attention to you. Anyway, let's tack him up. So we start with a bridle. We look at Bert here. You can see Bert's got his haircut. He's got his rug on. We take this off. You always put your bridle on before your saddle, and it gives you a little bit of control as well in the situation. So you put your reins on over his head, and then he loves this bit, puts the bit into his mouth, and then back, up over his ears, pull his forelock through, get your throat lash. This should be nice and loose. This just stops the bridle from going over his head. Just keeps it in position. Always put everything through the keepers. Everything nice and neat. This is a nose band. This gives you a little bit of extra control as a rider. And then just, like I said, put everything in the keepers. Keep everything nice and neat. And you see there, the bit just sits nice and evenly in his mouth. You also see with Bert here, he's had his hair cut. So you can see along the lines there. You just have that during the winter. If you're riding this pony during the winter, you can see he's got a good thick fur there. Look at his hair, it's really thick. And it just means if he was out and he'd going through a muddy field, all that mud would stick on his hair. So when you cut his hair, it's called clip, and it means that then when that mud just goes on, it just dries off, and you wipe it off and he won't get too cold or too wet. We get a saddle. Move it on first. Let's put that on over his back. And we'll make sure your pad is up in the get there, and make sure your pad is up in the saddle so it's not leaning too much and hurting his back. Keep your stirrups rolled up for the moment, and then you just close up your girth. And close them up. You pull down your stirrups again. That's where your feet go, and Bert is ready to go.